What up, everyone? It's your boy Floz MG, and we're gonna do something that's been going around a lot on both YouTube and TikTok, and it's this autism spectrum test. And as someone who is a genuinely diagnosed autistic person, I want to see just how much of the tism I possess. And oh yeah, I hate the phrasing of these answers. But yeah, please read each statement below and choose the answer that best fits your experience during social interactions. Blah blah blah. Alright, I hate the way that these answers are worded. I'm a sympathetic person. True now and when I was young. True only now. True only when I was younger than 16. Never true. Like, what kind of answers are those? What happened to the slightly agree, strongly disagree, strongly agree, slightly disagree, or neutral? What happened to those answers? Okay, but that's not the point. I am a sympathetic person. True now and when I was young. No, I'm gonna say true now and when I was young. I often use words or phrases from movies and television in conversations. When I was younger, like elementary school, I literally communicated via SpongeBob quotes to get the point of what I was feeling across. Nowadays, I don't really do that as much, so I'm gonna say true only when I was younger than 16. I don't do it as much anymore. I am often surprised when others tell me I have been rude. I won't say I'm surprised, but definitely in my younger days, I would not have known that I was rude, so I'm gonna say true only when I was younger than 16. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. I don't know if I'd say I talk too loudly or too softly. These videos might be a good example of that because I have no clue. But I don't know. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I am not aware of it. I'm gonna say never true. I feel like I talk at a decent range. I often don't know how to act in social situations. I often don't know how to act in social situations. I'd say that was only true when I was younger, because I've definitely grown a bit more and adapted to how to act in social situations. So I'll say that was only when I was younger. I can put myself in other people's shoes. When I was younger, that was definitely a much more difficult thing for me to do. Nowadays, it's much easier. So I'm gonna say true only now. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like "you are the apple of my eye." I still have no fucking clue what that means. So I'm gonna say true now when I was young, because there are a lot of phrases like that I don't understand, but that at the same time there were also some phrases similar to that I do understand now. So actually, I'm gonna say true only when I was younger than 16. Okay, I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. Never true. No, never true. Because I've had plenty of friends who don't share a similar interests as me, and I enjoy talking to them all the time. Okay, let's see. I focus on details rather than the overall idea. Huh? I'm assuming this means like I focus on parts of a thing rather than the overall thing. I don't fucking know. I will say that the details really do matter, so with some specific details, I am gonna say true now when I was young. With certain things. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. This is more important to me than how it tastes. True now and true when I was young. True now and true when I was young. The texture is like 60% of the sensation of eating. You kidding me? I miss my best friends or family when we are apart for a long time. Oh, true now when I was young. I don't know if it's separation anxiety, but I don't like being away from those I care about for a long time. And it's been happening recently, and I don't like it. Okay, sometimes I offend others by saying what I am thinking, even if I don't mean to. That is more my brother than it is me. But I will say I sometimes do that, but it was more so when I was younger. So I'll say true only when I was younger. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. I'd say that's more so true when I was younger. Nowadays, I'm definitely more open-minded to conversations in that sort of sense. I'd rather go out and eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. No. No. I need people with me. I can't stand the quiet. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. I mean, I can imagine it, but back then I definitely couldn't, so I'll say true only now. I've been told that I am clumsy or uncoordinated. I wouldn't say I've been necessarily told that I'm clumsy or uncoordinated, so I'm going to say never true. Others consider me odd or different. I'm going to say that's both true now and when I was young, because that is definitely a thing. I understand when friends need to be comforted. Oh, yeah. True now when I was young. I would know. I fucking know. I am very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. How they feel is more important to me than how they look. You know what? I'm a little bit skeptical about this, because to me, both are very important. How it feels is definitely important. How it looks is very important. Because, like, this, I was a bit skeptical with even this kind of shirt. Because, like, I was uncertain about the material. But as I began to wear more, I was like, you know what? This is actually pretty comfortable. And I look fucking godly in it. So, you know what? We're going to say... it was true both now and when I was young. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal. I hate how true that is in both senses. I am an autistic boy! Okay, it can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the same time. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, let me read that. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at the... Oh, no. Oh. Nah, I'm gonna say never true. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me. I'd say that was more so true when I was younger than 16. That's... Because nowadays I'm more comfortable being myself. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. Nope, that was never true. It is not easy. It was not easy. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I am very interested in. Wait, confused? Hold on, wait. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I am very interested in. I wouldn't say it confuses me. Annoys me, yes, but not confuse me, so I'm going to say never true. It is difficult for me to understand how people are feeling when we are talking. No, never true. I typically have a good gauge of understanding how people are feeling. I like having a conversation with several people, for instance, around a dinner table or at school or at work. Never true. I'm going to say never true. I take things too literally, so I often miss what people are trying to say. That is true both now and when I was young. It is very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. I'd say that's more so true only now. It was more difficult for me to gauge that when I was younger. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. Because, like, I think I can understand that with certain types of things, but at the same time, I'm gonna say never true. In instances like that, I'm gonna say never true. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly, oh yeah, true now and when I was young. It needs to be perfect the way I do my shit. I've never wanted or need to have what other people call an intimate relationship. No, never true. I want and need that shit. I'm a lonely motherfucker. Alright. It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I'm finished. That is true both now and when I was young. I speak with a normal rhythm. Well, what? I hate the word normal. Like, what is defined as a normal rhythm? So, I'm gonna say never true, because I can't say it's true because I don't know what a normal rhythm is. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. That is true both now and when I was young. Definitely. The phrase, I've got you under my skin, makes me uncomfortable. I don't even know what that means. So that kind of goes back to the you're the apple of my eye thing, is I don't know what I've got you under my skin means. So I'm going to say never true because I don't understand what it means. Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. I'm going to say that was true both now and when I was young because I am very sensitive to noise. I am an understanding type of person. I'm going to say true only now because more recently I've gotten much better with being able to understand others, if that makes any sense. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. No, never true. I'm good connecting. Connection? That's not a word. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. That is true both now and when I was young. I need to. Okay, there was a story back then of where I was really oblivious. I might do a storyboard about this in the future, which reminds me, I still need to work on the next one. Yeah, apparently it was like an 8th grade dance. There was this one girl who kept trying to give me a dance. I don't know if it was necessarily a dance with her, but she just wanted me to get up and dance. And looking back on it, I'm like, she was trying to, oh, you are a dumb boy. But oh well, can't change the past. I can see in my mind in exact detail things I am interested in. Oh yeah, true now when I was young. I can recite entire SpongeBob episodes in my head, word for word, scene for scene. I keep lists of things that interest me even when they have no practical use. For example, sports statistics, train schedules, calendar dates, historical facts, and dates. I'm not going to say that's ever true. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate myself to shut them down. That is true both now and when I was young. I like to talk things over with my friends. Yep, true both now and when I was young. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored with what I am saying. That is definitely true. True now when I was young. I hate how... I feel bad. It can be very hard to read someone's face, hand, and body movements when they are talking. You know, I'd say that would be true when I was younger. Nowadays, I have a much better sense with that. Okay, the same thing like clothes or temperatures can feel very different to me at different times. That is very true. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in I keep saying social situations, like an Asian person. I feel very comfortable with dating or being in social situations with others. I'm gonna say that's true only now. Back then, I would not be good with that. I try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. Oh, that is definitely true. I want to help. I have been told that I have an unusual voice. For example, flat, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. I won't say I've ever been told that, no. Sometimes a thought or a subject gets stuck in my head, and I have to talk about it even if no one is interested. That is, I hate to say that is true. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping, twirling sticks, strings, waving things by my eye. I tend to do that a lot. I don't know if it's like a nervous tic or movements, but I did that now and when I was younger. I've been interested in what most people... Wait. I have never been interested in what most of the people I know consider interesting. I'm going to say it's true now and when I was young because... Sure. I'm considered a compassionate type of person. I'd say that's more so true now than when I was younger. Definitely more truer now. I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules that help me look normal. I'm going to say true only when I was younger. It is very difficult for me to work and function in groups. That is definitely true. I have a difficult time trying to conform to the ideas of what other people want, if that makes any sense. When I am talking to someone, it is hard to change the subject. If the other person does so, I can get very upset and confused. I'm going to say it was true when I was younger, because I can't think of any instance from recenter times. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises. Yep, that is true both now and when I was younger. I can chat and make small talk with people. I'd say that's more so true now than when I was younger. Sometimes things that should feel painful or not. For instance, when I hurt myself or burn my hand on a stove. Wait a minute, what? Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. Oh! Okay, so, say if something happened like this. Oh, that was a dumb idea. Oh, my head is ringing. I don't know if that means I'm strong or weak, but my jaw is pain. Okay, so the example I was trying to make was, this question is saying, if someone did that to me and I didn't feel pain, but I should feel pain. So I'm going to say that's never true because it fucking hurts. That was dumb of me. Does that mean I'm strong or weak? When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it is my turn to talk or listen. I'd say that was more so true when I was younger because I've better adapted to things now. I'm going to be holding my face like this for a while. Now that I'm doing this, I don't think I need the test to tell me that I'm autistic. I am considered a loner by those who know me best. I'd say that's true now when I was young. I usually speak in Again, I hate that word normal, but I'm gonna say that's true only now. Definitely not when I was younger. I like things to be exactly the same day after day, and even small change. Yeah, true now and when I was young, no doubt. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. I'd say that was more so true when I was younger. Nowadays, it's a bit easier. It calms me to spin around or rock in a chair when. Yep, true now when I was younger. The phrase he wears his heart on his sleeve does not make sense to me. I don't know what that means. If I am in a place where there are many smells, textures to feel, noises, or bright lights, I feel anxious or frightened. I'd say that was more so true when I was younger, not as much now. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else. I'd say that's more so true only now. I have much more difficulty younger. I like to be by myself as much as I can. I'd say that's more so true when I was younger. Nowadays, I want people around. I keep my thoughts stacked in memory like they are on filing cards, and I can pick out the ones I need by looking through the stack and finding the right one or another unique way. I'd say that's true when I was young and now. The same sound sometimes seems very loud or very soft, even though I know it has not changed. I'd say that's true. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends. I'd say that's more so truly now. I can't tolerate things I dislike. Can't anybody? But yeah, I can't tolerate things I dislike. Well, tolerate them is different. I'd say I couldn't tolerate them when I was younger. Nowadays, I have a better time tolerating them. There's a big difference. I don't like to be hugged or held. Never true. I love a hug. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar route, or I can get very confused and upset. I'd say that's actually truer when I was younger. That was truer when I was younger, actually. It is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck people want from me. Okay, we're nearing the end. I like to have close friends. I'd say that's true now and when I was younger. Because, I want to have close friends, but I didn't really have them. People tell me that I give too much detail. That was definitely true when I was younger, not as much now. I am often told that I ask embarrassing questions. I wouldn't say that. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. That is also more so my brother and me when I was younger. Maybe not necessarily now. So, before we get to the score, what do the scores mean? 25, you're not autistic. 50, some autistic traits, but not likely autistic. 65, the minimum score at which autism is considered. 90, stronger indications of autism, although non-autistics may score high. 130, the mean score of autistic people, strong evidence for autism. 160, very strong evidence for autism. 227, the maximum score autistic people acquired in Ritvo's seminal paper on those letters. 240, the maximum possible RADS-R score. So let's see where I'm ending up. And what? Hey, well, we landed right on 120. What did 120 say again? Oh, no, wait, 120. Stronger indications of autism, although non-autistics may score high. So we're 10 below 130, which is the mean score of autistic people, strong evidence for autism. So we're directly below that. So we're essentially autistic. At least now I know just how much of the tism that I possess. Well, it was nice learning that, and what the fuck is going on with the lighting? I'm Floz MG. This has been the autism spectrum test of RADS blah blah blah. If you want me to take another one in the future, I might just do it regardless. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!